This is the Springfield Armory in 10mm. It's the XD-M 10mm caliber. A lot of people talk about this as being a hard to control weapon. It does have some recoil, but it's not terrible. Good gun, good shooting gun, very solid product. Okay, we're looking at the Springfield Armory XD-M in 10mm today. This is typically what you get in the box. This particular model is the 4.5-inch barrel. They also make a 5.5-inch barrel. So, it comes with 2 mags, comes with some additional grip panels too, and of course your obligatory locking mechanism. So let's talk a little bit about this. You saw the video earlier of the time we spent at the range with the gun, and as I mentioned there, it's very well made. It shoots very well, very accurate. A lot of people talk about the 10mm being extremely high recoil. I didn't think it was. It is more than, say, a 45 ACP, but not terribly so. If you're familiar with guns and have been around guns and fired guns, this shouldn't be too much for you to handle. The grip itself is fairly large. I don't have large hands, so the grip is large, but it's not uncomfortable. The magazines hold 15, so you have 15 plus 1 capacity. The one caveat I will say about this gun is if you choose to carry this or to use it for home protection, I would advise that you practice with it and practice a lot because it does have a bit of recoil, and you need to get used to that, obviously, if you're going to either carry it or use it for home defense. So it breaks down easily. You pull it back to the slide stop. This lever, you turn it straight up, release the slide stop, and the upper end comes off. That's all there is to it. Of course, your spring comes out, barrel comes out, that's broken down. So it's very simple. Anyone with any familiarity with this sort of weapon should not have any issues at all with it. Putting it back together is just the reverse of what we did. Slide the slide back on until you get to the slide stop. Push the lever down, and you're back. This particular model has 2 white dot rear sight and a light gathering fiber optic sight front. Sorry, I had a senior moment there. The other interesting thing about this, I don't know if you can see this, but it does have a indicator here that lets you know that the weapon is cocked. You have a grip safety that is very similar to what you have on a 1911, and this encourages you to have a high grip on the pistol, which is always a good thing. You also have a, similar to Glock firearms, you have a trigger safety where this front portion has to be pressed down before the trigger will engage. And it does have a ambidextrous magazine release. So all in all, I would say that this is an excellent weapon. If you're interested in this, I would suggest you possibly try one at an indoor range, rent a gun, and give it a shot. See how sensitive you are to the recoil. But like I said, If you've been around guns much at all, it's not terrible. My plan is in the future I'm going to send this upper end to Magnaport, have the barrel and slide ported, and we'll do another range test and see how that impacts the recoil, and then we'll have another little show about this. Thank you. I appreciate you tuning in, and this is Gunner's Armory signing out.